Hi guys, how are we all doing? This is Anne and Janet Crick from Jamaica Culinary Tours, giving you a shout out once more. Anne is behind the camera, so you won't see her today, but I'm here to continue our little series that we've been doing on some of our Jamaican cuisine, focusing on herbs, spices, sauces, and so on. So we know you guys are a little bored, everybody's sheltering in place, so we thought why not bring some spice into your life and some fun through these series. If you haven't seen the other videos, please do scroll back through our Facebook timeline, or you can check our YouTube channel and you'll find them there to see what you missed. And for those of you who have already seen them, great, thanks so much for the feedback. We're loving the feedback, we're loving the love. People have been sharing with us some of the Jamaican products that they have in their kitchen, and it's all very exciting. So we're going to continue the series today, and we're going to be moving a little bit from the spicy, not completely, but first we're going to do a little bit of sweet, talk about some sweet stuff. And we're actually thinking ahead. So we're thinking to a time when we're all allowed to leave our houses. We're all allowed to gather in groups of more than 2 or 10 or 20, and you're having your first little get together with your friends who you haven't seen for so long. And get togethers, you bring something nice along with you. What can you bring? You want to bring something unique. So you want to bring something from Jamaica that perhaps nobody has tried before. So let's introduce you to some of those things. I'm going to start off today with some relishes. Okay, we have here 2 relishes. These are actually made by a local chef, right? So small outfit, but really great products. So in my right hand, I have a sorrel relish, and in my left hand, I have a chocho relish. And the brand name, by the way, is Fruit Silly. Silly little cute name. Okay, so let's start off with the sorrel, and let me talk to you a bit more about that one. Now, what is sorrel? Well, sorrel actually is a leaf. It's a flower. In fact, for those of you who might be from Latin America or have experience in Latin America, you may know it as flor de Jamaica. It's the same thing. We use it traditionally to make a drink. We use the leaves and boil them and make a drink from that, usually around about Christmas time, because the leaf, it becomes prolific somewhere October, November, leading up to Christmas. But in more recent years now, we've found other uses for it. We've become very creative, and so we have done a relish with this. So the relish, how can you use this? Well, how you would use any other relish. So you'd use it on your meats, in your burgers, on your meats, as I said. But in this case, we're talking about getting together. This is something nice that you could bring with you to a little get together, and you would put it on your crackers, you would use it with chips, etc. So included in this mix is the sorrel and a few seasonings, scallion, thyme, and so on, and it would have a little bit of a kick, a little bit of maybe a little bit of pepper to make it nice and interesting. And the same is true of the chocho relish. Now, what's chocho? Chocho actually is what we Jamaicans call, what you might call, chayote or Christophine. Same thing. Yeah, I know it sounds strange that you make a relish from a vegetable, but it actually works very well. So if I show you the inside, you see it's green. Yeah, and similar thing, mix it up with some seasonings and so on, and come up with this great product. And again, you want to bring this along to your party. Can you imagine you bring a sorrel and a chocho relish? Nobody has ever seen that before. Put it with your crackers, use it with your chips, and that's a nice little surprise addition to the party. Now let me go over here to the tray on your left. What do I have here? Now I'm talking about chutneys. So here we have a nice spicy sorrel chutney. So I've already told you what the sorrel is, so you know what that's all about. And what they've done is just made it into a chutney. So again, this is mixed with some nice ingredients, but of course it's a bit more of a sweeter taste. Now here's where you can put it with your cheeses, okay? Or again, you can use it just on a cracker. So this brand is Dunson's. But if you walk through the supermarkets in Jamaica, you'll find that there are several different brands of chutneys, and these are just such a great addition to your get together, to your party. All right, so those are some sweets, but you know we can't do a video about Jamaican spices and condiments without bringing in a little bit of heat. So I'm going to talk about two more items that I have here on my tray. And I'm going to start with the Solomon Gundy. Yes, Solomon Gundy, born on a Monday or a Sunday. Doesn't matter nowadays, all the days are confused, right? But Solomon Gundy, you know what we call this? We call this the caviar of Jamaica. Now, if you're reading the label, can you see the label there? What it's saying is smoked red herring paste. I know you can taste it already. Let me open this up for you. All right. Here you go. It's exactly what it says. It's a paste made from smoked red herring. But to this, they've also added stuff like vinegar, scallion, thyme, need I say it, Scotch bonnet pepper. This is so good, folks. Great on top of crackers, great with your chips, great as a dip. Put it with some cream cheese, excellent stuff. Has some heat on it because of the Scotch bonnet pepper, but really, what did I say? I said it's the caviar of Jamaica. When you taste this, it has a smoky flavor, it has a fishy flavor, obviously, and you have your red herring. Pickled red herring. Now, since we're on the subject of fish, that brings me to my next all-time favorite, and this is the this is a salt fish roast. I don't really care what it's called. I love it so much. I just eat this all the time. No, I spoke a while ago about the pickled herring, and this is now your saltfish. I'm not sure how many of you know about our Jamaican history, how these pickled and salted fish were introduced into our diet. But this goes back to the days of slavery, when the plantation owners were trying to find inexpensive ways of feeding the enslaved, and so they would import salted meat, salted fish or cod or herring at that time, and it became quite a favorite among the enslaved because it gave some flavor to an otherwise bland diet. And I can tell you, this is going to give some flavor to any get together, any dish that you put it with, or any it's just gonna bring flavor. I'm sorry. So here we go. This is the salted fish, and it's roasted. And similar to the herring, it's been mixed with a number of herbs and spices. So your scallion, your thyme, obviously your Scotch bonnet, vinegar. This one is just excellent. I tell you, I just bought this one the other day, and because my house can never be without it, so I realized I was running low and I had to go for one. So while I'm here, I'm just going to taste some of this. Wow. I can smell it even as I'm taking it out of the bottle. No, I'm applying it rather sparingly because I'm one of those Jamaicans who really actually can't eat a lot of pepper. Yeah, I know people think I'm not really Jamaican, but I am. But if you really like a lot of pepper, you can just slather this on. Let's try this. This is so good. I didn't mention that it has oils in it, so you can probably see a bit of the oils there that give it a nice smooth flavor, so there's lots of texture going on here. This is excellent. This is one that you would put with cream cheese also. Wow, divine. So guys, let me stop eating because this is just addictive, but I've introduced you to some lovely stuff today. And I should say some of these manufacturers are small manufacturers, you know, like family run. This one is a reggae tower, and I mentioned the ones done by the chef, and then others are big labels. And all of these things, you can go into the stores and find different brands and do experiment till you find what you want. This is the only one, the saltfish roast, that I think it's only a small manufacturer that does that one from home, but she does an excellent job. So now you have some ideas about what to take to your next get together, to your next gathering. Everybody's going to be so jealous. I have to tell you, I know I'm touting this one up a lot, but true story. We had a get together some months ago, a little birthday celebration, and we put out the roast saltfish with some cream cheese. And if you know anything about Jamaicans, we're not exactly punctual. So, people tend to come to your parties in waves. Well, wave one came, cleaned up the saltfish. So by the time wave two came, we had to be running back to the kitchen to get some more. But it was a hit. All of these will be a hit if you take them to your next party or just have them at home like I'm doing right now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I know you're going to ask me, where am I going to get this stuff? Because I'm not able to travel to Jamaica right now. Well, a lot of the stuff is available online. There are various online sites that sell Jamaican products and will ship them right to your door. So do your exploring and you'll find that. And then for those of you, depending on where you live in the United States or the UK, etc., you do have Jamaican or West Indian stores that sell these products. So now that you've explained some of them to you, you can go in, wander through the shelves. Now you know what sorrel is and chocho, then it doesn't sound so scary and weird. You can pick up a bottle for yourself and try out some stuff. Then let us know how it goes. Hope you've enjoyed this. Remember to give us feedback. Remember to follow us on social media, please. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, you name it, we're there. Follow us, keep in touch, keep up to date with what's happening in Jamaica and our cuisine until you can come and see us in person when there's no more social distancing. We're looking forward to that day. You enjoy, stay safe, stay well.